What have women done in the market?
Free coochie everywhere.
Why would I pay for something that's free? And I could get, and it's not valuable anymore.
We call it friends with benefits, but what's the real benefit? The STD you might get, the baby you might get, the heartbreak, the list goes on and on and on. The only benefit is just that you get to come at the end of the day and you might have someone to go to a movie with. Watch this episode as we talk about friends with benefits and its impact on the dating field today. This is a serious one. I need y'all to pay attention and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Okay, Thaddeus. Friends with benefits is the subject for today.
Oh, my favorite subject. My favorite subject in the entire universe.
Now, this is so prevalent today, as you know, in the dating field, having friends with benefits. In terms of women, I know why most of the women I know are in the friends with benefits situation. We start out dating a guy, thinking we're going to be long-term with him. We find out it's not going somewhere, and we still keep doing him anyway. And then the flip on the reverse is sometimes the guy straight up says, I don't want something serious. Like, this is just going to be fun. And she still stays in the situation anyway. So the question is, first of all, what are the odds that a girl can move from friends to benefits to wifey?
I think it's the same odds as, let me give you a little story, a little hint, right? So I think sometimes people relate better to like stories or examples, right? That has nothing to do with this. That way they could extrapolate the message and put it to dating, right?
Okay.
Would you say that a good investment strategy would be to take your paycheck and go to Publix and invest it in the lottery?
No.
Why not?
Because the chances are so slim that you'll win the lottery.
So what are the chances of you making it from friends with benefits to marriage? What are the chances of that?
I guess very slim.
So then why would you advise any young lady to use that strategy if her end goal is marriage?
Exactly. So that's my whole thing, is that why are we women staying in this situation when we know in our mind we keep thinking that eventually he's gonna see how I am, I'm gonna, be ride or die with him, or he's gonna see who I truly am, and then he's gonna fall. Because I think women, again, when we first meet a guy, we make up in our mind what we think the guy is. We paint this whole picture of who he is, and it's hard for us to talk ourselves out of it. But men, again, are so much more rational. They meet a woman and they're like, show me who you are. As we go through life, I'm gonna see who you are. So that's the whole thing, is women are losing. Women are losing big time in this.
And I would like us to go back to a time where women have their big brothers, their fathers vet men before they get involved with them. And that's why, because women, they're not logical when it comes to dating. They get based on emotions, which is, to me, the stupidest thing that you can do. You don't do that for any other area of your life, not if you want to be successful at least. You don't do that in any area of your life. You don't do that with, like, so let's say playing the lottery. Common sense is going to tell you, if I have a small chance of something being successful, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to go the proven route. What's the proven route? If you want to retire, what's the proven route?
I guess you save your money, invest, have something going on, so that later on. Yeah.
It takes a long while. It's not pretty. It's not exciting. Nobody wants to give up their paycheck every week to put it in some money market that you're just never going to see, and it's just putting it away for when you retire. However, that is the proven way so that you can retire, right? It's been proven, right? Yet still, what we want to tell people in terms of dating, no, take your money, your hard-earned money, go to Publix and buy all of the lotto tickets and hope, just hope that you're going to win big and that you won't have to worry about money again. And that's the strategy that most women are using out here.
It just seems so hopeless sometimes to us. Like, how am I going to find a guy out there if I give, at least I'm getting my emotions and everything fulfilled in this one guy. What's the odds I'm going to meet a guy and things are going to work out? Like, I could just bang this guy while I wait for something else to come. But the problem is that women, because this guy is fulfilling this male energy in their life, it makes them slack off. They even pass up opportunities because they're in this friends with benefits thing with a guy.
Exactly.
So it's like they're stuck in this dead end. So that's what I want to talk about. Women, I want you to wake up. Wake up.
Nah.
This guy does not want you. He's not going to marry you. He does not want to be with you. There is nothing you can do. No matter how many backflips, no matter how many meals you cook, laundry, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And it's not about you. It's not that you're not a good person. It's not that you're not good enough. You're just not suited for him.
No, that's not only the issue.
What?
You know what? One of the biggest issues in
Tell me.
What happens if you flood the market with something?
Then it becomes less valuable.
So what have women done in the market?
Free coochie everywhere.
Why would I pay for something that's free? And I could get, and it's not valuable anymore. Before, what did you have to do as a man if you wanted?
Right.
What did you have to do?
Commit.
You had to do some type of commitment. So what we started with marriage, right? So back in the days, that was the highest thing. If you wanted my body as a woman, you'd be like, nope. You would have to sign on this dotted line to say that you're going to take care of me forever. And that's the only way I was going to give you my body, right? Feminism came in and they said, we want to be liberated from men. We want to do what we want with our body. Guys were like, hey, cool. So then when we took a step down, and the step down was what? Relationship. Women was like, no, you have to commit to me verbally and say, hey, we're in a relationship, however that worked, right? In order for you to get this, right? So men we are problem solvers, right? So we're like, okay, I want the coochie, right? What do I got to do for it? Oh, I got to tell you that we're together? We're together. Simple, we're together. And I'm together with you, I get it, right? Now, that went on for a while, and then we brought it a little bit lower. So what it was now, is where we at right now, right? Which is the friends with benefits. And then lower than that, it would be, what? A one night
stand?
Yeah, one night stand. Or no, actually one below that would be like a hunch buddy.
Oh, a hunch
where
buddy.
you're not even really friends. This is just somebody that you call up when you want. What
oh, okay, a booty call.
Yeah, so y'all don't talk or anything.
Yeah.
And then below that is just like a fling, right? Like
yeah,
a stand,
yeah.
Right? So this is where we're going in society. We're just going down and we're going down until below what flings is eventually it's just going to get to prostitution.
Oh,
I mean, pretty much that's what if you look at the younger people, that's what they're doing. Every girl, the first thing she wants to do is go on OnlyFans.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, I mean, but that's where we headed as a society, and the only way for us to course correct would be for us to go back up that chain to get to marriage. But nobody wants to do that because, like I said, you flooded the market with it. It's not valuable at all. I mean, I wouldn't pay for it.
Okay, so that's the question: is if we do have these women who say, okay, damn it, I'm gonna stop this friends with benefits now, and I'm one of them. I'm stopping.
Right.
You don't believe me? And I'm going to talk about who wants to join me on that journey. But if a woman was to say, okay,
that's what you call a long, dry spell. Bro.
I'm going to stop with the friends with benefits, right? And I'm only going to invest my time and definitely my body on people that I am in a long-term committed marriage type situation. What's the alternative? What do they do? Like, how do they meet men that are on the same wavelength as them? Is it like how they say the law of attraction? As you become something, you will then attract those kinds of people? I personally, as I've decided to stop trying to wean off this friends with benefit thing, I know I've been more on my grind, and that kind of takes up my time. And I noticed that I'm not as horny as I used to be. I'm not as needing that kind of male affection, because I'm driven and trying to do the things that are gonna, help me excel and meet my goals. So my question is, what's the alternative? Are we gonna start attracting men that are like this? Do they exist? Like the guys that you have that are friends, are they all like, they just want friends with benefits, or are they some of them that really do want something long-term and just won't sleep around? Do they still exist? Are those guys still out there?
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. There are lots. I mean, there are marriages happening today still, right?
Yeah.
So clearly there are guys out there willing to get married. And there's actually a lot of guys that are willing to get married.
Okay.
Now, this is a whole nother subject that we can start talking about. But I spoke about it yesterday when I was teaching a class. We're just not training women to be wives. And we're not training men to be husbands. So that's where the disconnect is a lot of the times, So, women are trained to be independent and not interdependent. And men, they're like, okay, well, if you're independent and you don't need me for anything, all you need me for is sex, I got you. Like I said, we're problem solvers. So.
Okay. So let's talk about too the kind of dangers and the drawbacks of this whole friends with benefit thing. Let's talk about STDs.
Now, before we talk about
go ahead
drawbacks, let's see if there's anything positive about it.
Okay, what's positive?
Let's talk. Is there any reason in this world why you should do friends with benefits?
I mean, definitely you get your rocks off, so you get
yeah. Besides that,
you get to have that, and you get to have, again, I think men and women desire that, the attraction and that feeling from the opposite sex. So we at least, even if it's just once a week, you get the guy to give you that attention. He kind of fills that space.
So
it's
just about pleasure. So you would say, so let me take it another story.
Yeah.
Same thing with drugs, right?
Yeah.
Drugs feel amazing, right?
Yeah.
They told us all the time when we were young, don't do drugs, right? Like drugs were bad. Drugs are not bad, kids. Drugs are amazing. They are. Otherwise people won't do it. Aren't drugs amazing?
Well, not the ramification of the drug.
Exactly.
I guess maybe taking the actual drug.
Exactly.
But not the
after effects, right?
Right.
So friends with benefits. What exactly you just explained.
Feels good for now.
Feels good now, and it's devastating, right? So we spoke about the women who are, you know, they go through, because every time you give your heart or your body to somebody, you never get all of it back.
Right.
So you go friends with benefits, friends with benefits, friends with benefits, friends with benefits. What it's doing is, as a woman especially, it's lowering your value for marriage. Not as a person. You'll still be an awesome, wonderful mom, a friend. You'll be amazing, but for marriage, it's going to lower your value because guys are going to perceive you as lower value because you've had all of these experiences. Not only that, but statistics has actually shown, they have actually done research. So this is not me talking about this out of emotions. This is actually facts. They've researched the fact that the more a woman sleeps around, the more people that you give your body to, you end up with higher cases of depression, higher divorce rates, less satisfaction in marriage. If you don't believe me, go do your research. So what is the benefit of you doing this drug? What is the benefit of you taking this little, you know, something for right now? There is no benefit to it other than the immediate pleasure that you're going to get. And then the end is destruction. Don't do this, especially the women. Don't do this. Don't do it.
On the men's side too, because men, I find, who date around, flirt, I mean, have friends with benefits all around, they find it hard to be faithful when they actually get with someone as well. So you think that, oh, you're going around having all this fun, slanging it, when you'll find out that it's not a light switch. When you get married, you'll just flip the switch and then it's like, oh, okay, well now I'm going to be faithful. Nah! You had all these years of having all this wildness going on. You're going to still have those same urges. So yeah, you think, oh, it's just her. She has all the negative effects. But you too. It's going to be hard for you to be faithful. And what happens? You cheat, your marriage, your relationship go down the drain. You have a kid or two. Now you're on visitation. And the family structure is broken. So it's both men and women. We both need to step up and say, this is destroying the family unit. And that's what this whole show is about. I want people to get together and have long-lasting relationships. The way our society is now, it's against the family. It's against the family structure. So both need to take ownership, take accountability. Let's talk about some more of the drawbacks, as we just said about the broken homes.
Oh, the drawbacks.
We did about, right, it's a million drawbacks, right? We did our single mom session recently. A lot of these kids coming out of people, I don't want to laugh, but relationship of guys, they just barely know. Yeah. All these kids coming out.
I was listening to a statistics that women are pregnant longer than they have known the man, the father of the child. They're pregnant longer than they have known the actual. And then we expect these kids to grow up to be doctors and lawyers. Like, come on.
And even if they do, I mean, the mental that comes along with that. And also, so no, yes.
They actually mostly end up in prison. They end up with mental issues, end up homeless. Statistics are there once again. This is not my opinion. These are statistics. So you can't say, well, that's how you feel. No, that's not how I feel. These are actual statistics. If you don't believe me, go in any black community and just look at the statistics.
Okay. STDs is another one, which is huge because, man, some of them are rampant. Like 50% like half of the population with this herpes and other things going on, and new ones coming out.
Herpes part 2.
Herpes part 2. Yes, most of the people you come across now are going to have an STD. I've had a lot of STD scares myself. You know, it's just something that's real. When you open up your body to someone, this whole thing about condoms, when you meet a guy at first, he might, because I've met a lot of guys who don't even wrap it up on the first dates, on the first time. But after he's seeing you, you have this whole friends with benefits thing. So you're thinking like, okay, you guys are safe together. I might use a condom the first couple weeks, but as we get a little bit more comfortable, we stop using the condoms. And now we're opening ourselves up. We playing with our bodies. We open ourselves up to STDs because he's not just sleeping with you. Most of the times, if you're doing friends with benefits, he got you on Monday, as we talked about. He got this other one on Wednesday and this other one on Friday.
Don't forget the slow Tuesday.
The slow Tuesday and your favorite on the weekends. So you are opening your body up to these STDs. And guys too, you thinking, oh, she's a good girl. Because you know y'all don't do the friends with benefits with the hoes. Y'all do it with the girls that's long-term kind of girls. So it's like, okay, I'm sleeping with her. She a good girl. She just sleeping with me. She ain't doing everybody else. So, and you opening yourself up to it as well. And then we spreading this thing. Oh, especially in Broward County, the rate for HIV is so freaking high. I think it was the first or second out of all the different counties throughout the U.S. So this whole thing of STDs, the whole thing of single parents, you know, it's so many fallbacks to this just to have someone that you could sleep with to have an orgasm from, or to have that kind of male energy or female energy, or someone just so you won't be lonely. You don't have to go to an event by yourself. You could go to the movies with somebody.
And that's why I say that the newest drug out right now is men and women are real like a drug. So women are a drug to men, and men are a drug to women. And why I say is that because like we're hooked, we're addicted. We're obviously doing things that have no long-term benefit to us, and everything long-term is all detrimental to us. Why would you do something that you know is detrimental to your future? Because it's pleasure. Like, that is a definition of an addict, and that addict cannot stop doing what he's doing, even though it's ruining his future. He cannot stop what he's doing, and that's basically what we have today.
And that's the thing. And I want us to think bigger than ourselves. Yeah, let's say this show is for 20 to 40 something year old. Okay, we may have already been in this situation, but we're having children. And what do our kids see with all these broken homes, with this whole culture of, you know, I'm seeing, you know, mommy with these different guys, daddy slinging it, he have all these different females.
None of the kids match. They all have different fathers.
Yeah.
Nobody has the same last name. Like, it's just horrible. Like, this is not this modern, you know, like we look down on the old-fashioned way of doing things, and like, no, we're gonna do things the new way, and we're seeing that no, this actually, it's worse than how it was before.
So that's the question, is if we see that there's so many drawbacks, yes, you know, we have someone to do stuff with, again, we get to get our rocks off, but we see this detriment is killing. I am saying this thing is destroying. This is one of the top things destroying the dating field today and killing the whole family unit. So my question is, if we want to make a change, if we say, okay, today I'm going to stop. If I'm a female and I have a friend with benefits, I'm going to put in my mind, this guy does not want me. I don't care how many years pass by. I don't care what happens. He is not going to be with me. Let me stop it. If a guy says, okay, I'm tired of slinging all around. I know that in my heart, I want to have kids someday. I want to have something solid. You know, I'm not going to be young forever. I want to do this so that I can have a future and have a family unit. What do we do? What's the alternative? Like, what can we do? Because we're still going to have that effect. I know that I still get lonely because I'm trying not to engage in a friends with benefits. It's hard. When I want to go do something and I have to go bring my butt. Last week, I had to go to the movies by myself. The week before, I had to go to the movies by myself. I want to go on a trip next week. I'm going to have to go by myself to a different country or a different place.
You have girlfriends.
So, no, and the thing is that sometimes people don't have, like, a lot of people are kind of flaky, you know? It's hard to find a girlfriend or a friend you could go, like, on a week away somewhere to. You try to plan your girls' nights, everybody flaking out. Like, you're not always going to have somebody with you. So I know a lot of the fear is just being alone, like having to do things by yourself. But I'm really hoping that we can focus on, you know, building ourselves. I do believe in the law of attraction, that as you change, you will attract the people. They will come into your circle that need to be there. Thaddeus, what can we do? What's step number one? Today, I'm going to be done with the Friends with Benefits. What do I do next?
So next, you have to prepare yourself for what it is that you want. All right. So as you know, like I told you, there are people who are getting married.
Yeah.
Right. But that marriage market is very competitive because, like you said, almost every woman wants to get married.
Yeah.
And especially if you're black, only 1 in 4, you know, women will ever get married. So what you need to do is put yourself, or you need to compete and make yourself that 1 in 4 that will be married. You can't save everybody. So you can't worry about everybody. You have to worry about yourself. And you need to put yourself in the best possible light to be chosen by a guy who is seriously marriage minded. And he wants to actually take that step with you. That is what you need to do.
So I'm hearing only date marriage-minded guys.
Yes, only.
So if a guy cannot straight out say, I am looking for a wife, I'm marriage-minded, don't mess with him. Girls, hear this, please. Because the guy just tell us.
That goes right over. Like,
the guy just tell us.
Like you said, they are willing to take the temporary for now. It's like, in my head, what I've decided, right, or what I've discovered is that women, you need somebody to help you with this. You can't do it. It's like we're addicts. You can't tell an alcoholic, oh no, clean up your act by yourself. So you're telling them that, to me, it's of no effect. They need to get with somebody who's going to hold them accountable to that. It's like, yes, you really want to do this. I mean, we've seen that with anything. If you want to lose weight, if you want to go to the gym, if you want to save money, if you want to go to church and be spiritually minded, it is a lot easier if you have an accountability partner, somebody to help you and somebody to hold you accountable.
Get you a life coach.
Yeah, get you a partner. So you and another girl who both of y'all are addicts. Well, then again, addicts can't really help each other.
No, not that. Get you a life coach, somebody who's been there, or even somebody that's married themselves.
That's the best.
Yeah,
thing. So,
and guys too. Guys, get you someone.
Both sexes, and you know, have them guide you through, and have them vet a proper guide for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, so now you're gonna have to do a lot of work on yourself.
Yes.
First of all, you know, you ask most women, hey, what are guys looking for in a wife? They couldn't tell you. So of course we need to change that. That's the first thing. You need to first understand what men are looking for. And let me give you a hint. It's not the same thing that women are looking for.
Watch our videos, okay?
Yes, it's not the same thing. Guys and girls are not looking for the same thing. So women, you need to figure out what it is that men are looking for in a wife. It's 2 different things. If we want to jump off, if we want a friends with benefits, there are certain qualities that we look for. She have to have a big booty, right? Right? She got to be pretty. She got to be this. She have to, you know, be able to, whatever it is, very, very sexual. Everything is kind of surrounded around that. Men are smart though. When we're ready to build, we're not looking for those qualities. We're looking for, okay, let me see how many kids she has. Let me see if she slept around. Let me see if I could trust this woman to be the co-leader in our household.
And somebody she's got to still look good too.
Of course, somebody who I can build a legacy with. So big booty, legacy builder. It's not as important as somebody who's going to be a good mom to my children. Okay.
And I like what you said. So yeah, we said only date marriage-minded people. Another thing, get you an accountability partner, get you a life coach, get someone who's going to hold you accountable. I like that. And work on yourself. We said that too. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, learn what men want.
Yes.
And then...
Yes, and work on your hustle. Stop worrying about a guy, because that's another thing too. I feel like as a woman, a lot of times we feel like our destiny is connected to a man. So a lot of times we're feeling like, okay, I want to do this thing, but you know, if I'm just waiting for once I get that guy, then I'll full throttle go and get this thing done. I need y'all to know y'all need to be working on it now. The guy will, you know, you guys for destiny could perhaps align, but we can't sit around waiting for a guy to feel fulfilled about ourselves, to feel whole about ourselves. Get your shit going. And as the guy comes along, if he's the right one for you, you two will merge and build something together. But get on it now. And now, what are you looking like that? Now, that is, if a guy is marriage-minded, is he going to wait to have sex? If he's marriage-minded, is he going to say, okay, if she's only willing to have sex with me if I propose to her, if I say I'm going to marry her, or say we're in a committed relationship, is he going to wait?
Only religious guys.
Only religious.
Yeah. Our guy's only going to do that for religious reasons. No other reason. Especially like now the market is flooded with it. He's accustomed to getting it all the time. It would be only for religious purposes.
So what about the commitment? Maybe not marriage, but before you guys, you don't have sex with him before you become an item. Even a marriage-minded guy that's not religious is not going to wait.
What is an item?
Huh?
What is an item? That's what I'm saying. Like this verbal thing is stupid. You want to be my girlfriend? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's have sex.
So you're saying that women who want to get married should only date religious guys? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that those are the only guys who would wait.
So the other guys will have sex with you before, but they may still marry you.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's if that's where the relationship was headed. Mm-hmm. The best thing would be to hold off until marriage, of course. But the thing is, like, given the nature of things right now, that may not be for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that's a tough one.
It is tough
because who am I to say that just because you guys are having sex that you're not going to make it to marriage? However, to me, it's like sex is one of those things where, first of all, we all know that that's what guys are after, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Every guy wants that. I don't care what he tells you. Mm-hmm. Every guy wants that. Now, some guys just want it with you forever, mm-hmm. and some just want it for now. How are you going to differentiate the two? Mm-hmm. Well, in the past, they differentiated the two because you need to sign this dotted line. This dotted line says you are serious.
Yes.
Now it's like, well, I just going to take your word for it. That is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. That is crazy. Where else does that work? If you're going to, let's say, you're gonna rent somebody's house, like you're gonna rent my house, and we don't sign no contract that says you going to pay me, $1,600 a month for the next 12 months. When I come to collect rent, you'll be like, bro, where's the contract? No contract. I could take you to court and be like, yo, we never discussed anything. No, say he said. The best thing would be for us to wait until marriage to have sex. If you can't, then you're in uncharted territories. Can't help you.
Woo. Okay. We're going to have more conversations like this because this is something that's really affecting us big time. Let us know what you think in the comments. So let's talk about why men decide to put someone in the friends with benefit box. Because I said with women, I know most times it's because we were trying to date the guy, wasn't really working out, but we'll just have sex. Or sometimes I've done it when it's like, okay, this guy is definitely not gonna work out, but hey, I could get me a little something, or he's fun, so let's just do that. Why do guys put women in the friends with benefits category?
Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Think about what does a guy want from you?
Sex.
And if he could get that free, why else would he be hanging around you?
So do you think all guys put everyone in the friends with benefits initially, unless you show that you're not going to be the one in the friends with benefit box? Mm-hmm. So the guys, though, is that all y'all think about? Y'all don't think like, okay, she might actually be a wife. Let me take this girl serious?
If he is marriage-minded.
Yeah, okay. So a marriage-minded guy won't have friends with benefits? I
mean, of course, he'll take a layup. I mean, you're just giving it. What am I going to turn it down? Nah, come on.
But that's negatively impacting him, though. Even though he thinks like he's getting the best of both worlds, it's negatively impacting him. So tell...
It's an addiction.
So tell guys what are the negative parts, because we've been on the women. I says...
No, I didn't say it was a negative for guys. But
I know.
It mostly impacts...
I know, but tell me, what are the negatives? I said one negative was when he tries to...
That's the biggest
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's the biggest one, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, and of course STDs and having a baby mama.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's the worst thing you could do as a guy.
Let me ask you. I know a lot of women who are stuck in his friends with benefits, and most people, if I come and I meet a guy, I'm assuming this guy has somebody he's sleeping with. And vice versa. Yeah. To me, it's like everyone you meet now, you assume they have somebody that they're having sex with.
They are.
So you're not even getting a fair chance to start with, because you're competing with somebody that's already fulfilling and has been in that spot already. So that's another thing. It's like we're not even getting a fresh start with someone we meet.
We're actually just going down.
So do you meet guys who are stuck in the friends with benefits? Like they really like a girl, but they're stuck in the friends with benefits with her? No.
I don't know any guy like that.
Right. It's normally the female that's in that situation, right?
I know guys, they call it spinning plates.
So what's that?
Spinning plates. So you have one girl over here, you have another girl over here, you have another girl over here, you have another one over here. You're just spinning all of them. And there are channels that actually are dedicated to teaching you how to lead women on for years and years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what we got for you guys. Keep the conversation going. I want to know if you're going to commit to stopping this culture of friends with benefits. Let's see how detrimental it is to both men and women and the dating field in period. If we want a society where we're going to have family unit together, we have to stop it. Yeah. It's got to stop with us. I know it feels like you might be lonely, but if you do it, someone else do it. And then we just get this chain going of people that are going to stand up and not engage in that kind of activity unless it's something long term. Any final words from your side?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to try to course correct, right? So we started all the way from the top, which was the marriage, and we have reached all the way to the bottom, which is basically just flings, right? And we need to find some way of getting back up there. And it can't be with us aimlessly just going around having willy-nilly sex with everybody. So
just that one thing, just take sex out of the equation. That one thing.
Yeah, that would be the hardest thing to do.
That one thing.
But if you do take it out of the equation, then we'll definitely go back to marriage, because
that one thing.
The minute you start taking sex off the table, guess what's going to happen to the value of
the snatch, as they say.
What's it going to do?
Rise.
That junk is going to skyrocket.
Take sex. I'm putting that a hashtag. Take sex off the table. Hashtag take sex off the table.
And so many benefits happen from it. If you take sex off the table, you don't have to worry about a guy just being interested in sex. If a guy comes up and talks to you wherever, you already know he sees something in me that is special, because he's not just coming up to me hoping for a chance to get in my pants. He actually he sees something that he wants. And then what happened is that women will stop getting so much validation. And so more guys will be open to approaching. I mean, everything just goes back to working so much smoother. It does. And then now we could start having marriages instead of these stupid relationships where if I go out and I see a woman, the first thing I could do is I could look at her hand. If she doesn't have a ring on, I mean, I know she's available. That means I could talk to her. You know, so many.
So men, stop sleeping. Men, stop sleeping with women just because you can. And women, stop sleeping with men hoping he's going to marry you. Take sex off the table. You're both responsible. Both of you. If this episode resonated with you and you want to start on your journey to only engaging in long-term relationships that lead to marriage, I'm here with you. I'm beginning this journey myself. I've already started, and I'm going to be posting content. I'm going to be having events to help support you. And if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, that's cool too. Send us a message, reach out to us. And if you want to spread this around, do me a favor, get this hashtag going. Hashtag take sex off the table. Hashtag take sex off the table.